Hey everybody, this is Sherry's Plans, and today I'm going to show you my process going through the quarterly refresh in my Power Sheets goal planner. I am Sherry's Plans, and I share my planner, reviews, ideas, inspirations here on YouTube and on Instagram, so make sure you're following me there. So today I wanted to share my take on the 90-day quarterly refresh that is in our Power Sheets goal planner. Just a little background on me. This is my second year using the Power Sheets. But this is our first time going through the new updated quarterly refresh. So they've definitely streamlined it for us, which I am loving. So to begin, this is the quarterly refresh page. It starts at the April tab. So what I like to do when I'm starting my quarterly refresh, my goal refresh, is I like to go back to the beginning prep work pages and just kind of look at some of the things that I was writing down there and I was thinking about at the beginning of the year, how I wanted this year to go. So I start by looking back here. I just kind of go through all the pages, look at what I wrote down. Cultivated What Matters provided us with a blog post for the spring quarterly refresh. So I'll link that in the description of this video. I found that to be a good resource too. I thought at least it was just kind of really inspiring and kind of, just reminding us that we have the permission to change our goals and rework things that aren't working for us and, look at those things that were working for us and just reminding us that slow progress is still progress. So I look at those things first before I start my refresh. If we flip to the first page here, the Cultivated Life Evaluation Check-In, I just really go through and fill these out with how I'm feeling right now. Now they did change this. This was used to be like a 2-page spread, like we had here at the beginning of our prep work, that they have it on a 2-page spread. And they simplified it by making it just this one page here. So there's not a lot of room, not a whole lot of room to write, which I was fine. I thought that was fine. There's, just put a sentence or two and just how you're feeling on your numbers. Now for me, my numbers, I think I scored better on this quarter than I did at the beginning of the year. I definitely have made some progress on some of my goals, and but things have changed as well in my goal setting. So I really like this try this at home section they have here. And they shortened it. It's just this little area here. And it kind of just reminds us that, we have 168 hours in a week, and let's make sure we're using how we're using our time. So they challenge us to track our time and how we're using our time in the week, and just being realistic and honest with ourselves how we're tracking our time. So I think I might try this too, because I definitely have those days where I feel like I didn't get what I wanted to done and I can't figure out why. And then I think about how much time I spent on social media, or how much time I just spent, hanging out and talking in front of the TV or whatever it is. So I think this might be a good thing for me to try as well. So they give us some tips to start tracking our time. And then down here at the bottom, they have a download your time tracker, which I thought was really cool. So I went ahead and pulled that up and looked at it. And this is what the time tracking sheet looks like. And it has every hour for every day of the week. So you can definitely just go through this and keep track of what you're doing, how you're spending your time, and just being honest with yourself. How are you spending your time, how you would like to spend your time. So they have this in this blue that I printed out, but it also has a pink layout too, a pink color scheme that you can use. But I printed this out and to try that time tracking. I also thought I could use this sheet to kind of map out how I want my time to go during the day. So I do have a new schedule that I'm starting, and part of my goals that I've set for April is how I'm going to use my setting new routines and how I'm going to use that time. So I thought this was a really good thing that I might use to track my time. Okay, so the next part of the prep work refresh is what I'm saying yes to this quarter and what I'm saying no to this quarter. So I did put my Etsy shop on vacation mode. a month or so ago. I just found that like I wasn't enjoying it as much as I was like enjoying making YouTube videos, and you know, wanted to spend more focus on my YouTube and Instagram right now. So I said no to that, and then like mindless social media scrolling, because I mean, I'm sure we've all been there where, you know, we an hour later, 2 hours later, we're like, what happened to our day? And it was just mindless time on social media. So I have been like catching myself doing that, instead of like getting trapped into it. So I've been trying to like catch myself to keep from going in there. So new routines. Like I said, I have a schedule change coming up, which is going to like shift my day around. I want to see like how I can make it like, you know, really get the most out of my time. Spending time with my boys. It's, I call my dogs my boys. So spending time with them, making sure, like I said, we got a new puppy. I want to make sure I get some time with him, and we get, you know, good training time for him and my other dogs. Growing my YouTube and Instagram, and the Wild You courses. So I've been loving the Wild You courses, but like I will watch those videos while I'm like making dinner or doing dishes or something, and I'm not like taking notes. And there's so many good courses, and like I want to take notes on them. So I'm gonna like go back and try to take notes on some of those courses that I really liked. So keep moving forward section is, what goal do you feel stuck on? What is holding you back from not moving forward? What would you have changed? What would have to change for you to move forward on this goal? And what might happen if you did move forward? What might happen if you didn't? So like I wrote down like my health and financial stability. And then going forward, like I kind of just really went focused on like the healthy goal. What I filled out the rest of this on, and that financial stability is just really like fell off. So if you can see here, I have refreshed my goals. Let me find my, I absolutely love doing like this quarterly refresh, because like I feel like you definitely need it. Like after 90 days, if I had to work on just like these goals that I had set at the beginning of the year all year, like I feel I would be completely not motivated. And yeah, so let me show you what I did here. So refresh my goals. So I took some of my goals and like renamed them or got rid of some goals and added some goals, and I really just wanted to change and want to like focus on like more I think will work better for me. So you can see here, like my goal, these are goals that I set at the beginning of the year, was be healthy. And while that's a fantastic goal, and like it really encompassed like so much of like, you know, eating right and working out and all that stuff, and it was really such a big focus of mine, but I just felt like it was lost on me. Like, and I had so much stuff that I wanted to do that I was putting on my to-do list that didn't exactly fit into a category. So I renamed that category self-care. And in that self-care, I'm like adding in like all my be healthy, my working out, my eating right, all that stuff into my goals. But I'm also adding in like the things that I like to do, like reading and planning and stuff like that I like to do. Like that's also going into my self-care. I kept the make our house a home, but I got rid of the financial stability. And I just like, I'm having such a hard time like getting into like budgeting and, you know, doing all that. It just sounds like it's a lot of work for like our household, which I'm sure it's a lot of work for a lot of, and I know there's benefits to it. I just have like a hard time with it. And what I did instead is, instead of having its own goal for financial stability, is I'm putting that budgeting into our make a house a home category. And I think like I'm just going to try to like take it back, like take some smaller steps and try to like really just focus on, you know, like planning ahead our money, and then probably like tracking, like do more tracking on our spending too. I took out the education and work goal that I had going on. I think that's just something, like it's something I still want to work on, but I just don't like think like I'm going to be able to put like that much into it right now. So I took that out, and then the get outside goal that I had, I changed it to explore area. And so in my explore area, like I have, like getting outside and going on hikes, but I also want to like try new restaurants, and I want to, try some new stores. There's definitely some things and places I want to go to that like once it's safer to go out. But we've been like able to try new restaurants by like ordering delivery, and we've been able to like get out and hike safely. So like those are the things that like I want to do in that explore area. And also my explore area, I'll show you that when I get there. So I've also added a goal of Sherry's plan. So I've been really like putting hard work into, Sherry's plans and creating my content. And I just put that down as a goal because I want to be able to, put some time, like dedicate some time and energy into Sherry's plans. So, and I've also changed up the color scheme on some of these goals, and I just I feel a lot better about it. So I changed up the color scheme, and I changed up the colors, my color coding, because I love to color code for my goals. And I think like these colors that I picked like go better together. So like it'll just make me feel better looking at it. I think it will just be more cohesive, and I really love it. So I also made like my own little color key down here to match. So these colors are from the sticker book, the goal setting sticker book, and I wanted to match like some other colors to it. So I matched some of these clean color dot markers to my goals for like the dots and check marks and all that stuff. And then these marker colors were Erin Condren dual tip markers, so I matched those as well. And then I wrote down the colors that I'm using to just remind me what matches there. Oh, and I do want to point out at the bottom here, it's got a tip that says you have permission to change your mind. You can update and change your goals throughout the year. There will be a goal refresh in 3 months to help keep you growing. And I love that. I love that they've said it, but you have permission to change your goals, to, use this how it works for you. Like I've only got 4 goals set. Maybe you have 8 goals. Maybe you only have a couple goals. Like do what works for you. I personally like love keeping this simple. And then just like working towards like those little bit of goals. And maybe next quarter, like things change. I want to put the budgeting back in there or something, like some things will change. But for now, that's what I've got. So moving on, they have these pages that they've set up to map out mini goals and action steps for the quarter. And I took this like a little bit different because they've technically given us 8 spots to work with, but since I only had 4 goals, I put 1 on each page. So the way I've got this set up is I've got my self-care yearly goal, and I broke it up into like 2 mini goals. So I've got the things I enjoy, and then I just wrote down like reading, planning, gratitude, vision board, wild you classes, lettering, and handwriting. Like these are all things that like I've been wanting to do, but like haven't like dedicated the time to it. So I think putting them here, I'll be able to dedicate that time to working on the things I want to do, putting my time into those. And so I've also got like my workouts. So I put workouts, but I want to like create a habit, my water intake, and using my wellness log. So again, that's part of my self-care. So the make our house a home goal, for our house, like I just wrote house, and then I've got like painting project that I think we've got a color picked, but we need to estimate the cost and kind of plan it out. And because I think I want to do that in like May or June of this year, if things work out. Cleaning schedule, coming up with like a deep cleaning schedule and like a weekly, monthly, and a quarterly. So we have like a pretty good like daily routine and really honestly like a good weekly routine, but I would like to, I think with the way my schedule is going to go, I'll be able to kind of break up my task a little bit more throughout the week, so I don't have to do so much on the weekends. So that's kind of what I want to plan out. And then in the make our house a home, I put budget, and so I want to track, and then I want to plan. And I think that's kind of like I want to track like maybe like where we're spending some of our money, like how much are we just like spending on how much am I spending on stickers or, you know, my planners and stuff, and, you know, kind of like that thing. And so the explore area for like new, I just kind of wrote down new for like the mini goal, but hiking, restaurants and stores. And then in my explore area, I also, like I started to say, I put my boys, and of course I mean my dogs, and by that I mean like the training, and I want to take them on trips and make sure I get all their vet appointments. So to me, like, their training and the trips comes into like exploring the area with them. So that's why I put that in explore area. And then for Sherry's plans, I've got like growth and improvements. So setting a schedule, again, like I'm talking about like a schedule for when to film, edit, and all that, and then prepping my content, learning. Like I said, I've watched some like Great While Jew courses to like improve my content, but also like learning more about like my video editor that I'm using, using Canva and stuff like that, and just how to make like better content. And then exposure on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So like what I did too is after I've set my goals, I grabbed another one of these wildcard sheets. Now I'm gonna link these in the description of the video. I had bought, this one comes from the pack that I had bought from the Cultivate What Matters website, but they're free. I mean, this paper is still pretty, like, it's not really thick or fancy paper. So like, honestly, if you print it at home, like, you're not losing out on anything. So I take all these and I put my new goals on here, and I'll use this when I set my goals for April, which will be in my next video on Friday. But while I grab that, I'll show you guys a couple more of the wild card sheets that I pulled out. So books this year, and it's got like a rating system. I was thinking about changing this to like wine, my wine list for the year. And because I've been like drinking some wines and I wanted to like rate them. So I think that's what I'm going to do for that. And then I found this one that says create a life-giving home. And so like for my cleaning goal, it's got like a once a month, once a week, every day, and once a season. And I just thought like this would be a perfect wild card, so I pulled that out. And then the fun list, I grabbed this as well. They've come with 4 of these in the wild card packs, like for each season, but I grabbed this one to like maybe some new places that we want to go to. I can make a list of some stuff, and then as we do them, we can cross them off. So I wanted to show you guys the wild cards. The other thing I wanted to show you guys was like how I should have showed you this in the beginning and I forgot about it, but like when I started the goal refresh, I just kind of like brain dumped everything that I was thinking about and wrote it all out on like a notepad before like I wrote it in my planner here. And that's totally like cool. Like you guys can like plan or do this like however works for you. Brain dumping for me like just helps me like get everything out, and then I can like organize stuff so it looks better and makes more sense once it's on paper. So this helps me out. So maybe like a brain dump like for your goals can help you. Like you can brain dump some stuff before you go into your goal refresh. But I wanted to show you that because that's what worked for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have done your goal refresh yet, or how that works, how that's gonna look for you, and maybe something that you've changed up in your goal setting for this next 90 days. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I am posting videos every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. See y'all next time.